Hello and welcome. Now, I thought I'd just record this little bit to be at the beginning of next session because obviously the most important thing of all is that I'm alpha testing for JMGaming, which means obviously I'm not going to record all of this. I'm just wandering around the map aimlessly, trying to see if there are any floaty trees and things like that, especially on Risoux Forest. But the one thing I am going to say, I am going to pass these, and I may as well actually make good use of my time and actually say my money's going to be up. So I thought, well, I'll record this first, and then at least if I've got 10 grand more, you'll know exactly how I got that 10 grand more. So I'm just going to stop the recording this, so I'm going to add to the next active session where I'm not actually testing for JMGaming. So see you next session. Hello and welcome. Right, this is the final version that is going to be the first one that's going to go to Giants. It is likely to be rejected, it frequently is, but this is the version that is been refined by JMGaming. So again, same trick as before. We go in, start the game. Let's just change my name. So this is just a standard start. We don't own anything. We only own all the things that we do to begin with. All of the settings are as before. We need to save the game. There's no need to do anything more, except I suppose, yeah. Let me show you that it is exactly what I've said, and there's no trickery or anything like that going on. So this is the vehicles we get. Now obviously I've not done my XMOs. That's what I'm going to do. So you can see the lineup is exactly as it was before. Yeah, it is. It's a brand new lineup. Komatsu, we've got back the New Holland and the Ponzi Bice on active frame, and 100,000. It is a start from scratch. I've done it on hard economy, but just knocked my money down to the bare minimum, the smallest amount you can actually get without removing any money when you come in. So yeah, this is it. We've saved the game. So what I'm going to do now is the one thing you will see is obviously we have got changes, so let's do that first. Yeah, before we pop in and pop my stuff in and we actually have a proper play. Right, let's also switch the settings. No, it's general, and switch those off. Everything else is still exactly as it was. Yeah, we've not much around the settings. It really is. I've come in as you do start. So this is obviously back. We will put ours back in. And now what I'm going to do, I'm not taking my placeables. We only have got the one. No, we haven't actually. We've got the big. We can add it. Yeah, it's just that JMGaming does do things with a placeable file, and I was sort of lucky last time that I didn't muck around with that. So I think what we'll do is, yeah. Oh wow! Now this is new. Very, very new. Yeah. So this is still. It's this really, you could say this has probably moved into what you'd class as a beta from an alpha, really. Well, I've done a lot of running around first thing this morning to check on floaty trees and that type of thing, which you will see a little tiny intro before this video of me doing actually that. But so this is the house that we get. Is it one? I think it'll just be a standard house. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You've got the sleep trigger. Yeah. We should have left that on. Actually, let's stick that on for a minute so that you can all see. It is still subject to change, but this is the one that is going into junk. So wardrobe, sleep trigger. Yeah. This is sort of like another review, you could say, of exactly what is maybe possible that this is what you're going to get. So we have rocks in now and things like that. These are. I was saying in FS25 how no map maker yet had run with the silver run idea of breaking rocks and that, and I was quite disappointed in that. Wow, JMGaming, yeah, I've not done the collectibles, I've left those again. Yeah, and obviously this won't reflect. Obviously this is here. We've got rocks in play, so JMGaming has been busy just finishing beautifying things, and we can see that this has changed a little. Our field really that we start. So do we start then with 62? Because this is as is. So JMGaming really has this, because this is not my save. There's nothing at all. This is brand spanking new. So JMGaming has changed it. You've got 62 and 60, which actually does make quite a bit of sense. It does, to me anyway, definitely. Right, so then let's have a quick wander around and see what JMGaming has settled for. And I don't mean settled for in the suggested that he's settled. What I mean is like, you know, like what is the sort of final... Ooh, smoke from the chimneys. Do love that feature. Fantastic. We'll go to all of the few places on the map that are... Yeah, oh, he's actually put pots and all manner of things. Oh, and this is now... I mind you, I don't know. I've never went in it last time. So it could well be... No, it's not. It is just a prop. It is just, you know, got rope and all manner of things. Yeah, so this is the shop. Well, obviously we've seen the triggers outside, but yeah, it is an actual thing, and it is open. We've got a few bits and bobs over there. Just trying to be thorough, because this is, it may be like this, but I would still say that, yeah, JMGaming is probably expecting this to fail, because they frequently do fail in the first thing, so it's always subject to revisions, really. There's a lot of these little leaflets lying around. Yeah, quite amazing. Lots of the normal things that you see. More of these are quite amazing. I do like what he's done with the place. Yeah, so we have that. Another one of the sheds. Cycle rack. Some bits and bobs. Just normal things that you'd see. The clutter that you get on every map. It is true. It is true, you do. Right, so this is now Animal Dealer. Let's have a look what JMGaming has actually done on the map. The Animal Dealer, as was going to be there. He's obviously settled. He wasn't happy with that. So then, what have we got on the map now? Yeah, no, it's still there. But it's not, so it's not got a building yet. Yeah, that's true. This is brand new. So he's not settled on a building yet, but you've actually got the Animal Dealer. So the actual point is there, and you will see that you can open the Animal Dialogue. So it all is working. And I would imagine this is obviously going to have a building in when JMGaming is actually finished. So let's have a look. What else have we got to visit? It always was very sparse, but I think this is sparser than... normal, but as I say, I think JMGaming is probably expecting this to fail initially. So this is Robert's place, which looks pretty much like we saw it last time with a bit of wood. Yeah, on the last revision, this looks like this is sticking around as it was before with all of these. I do love these. Yeah, I do. Oh, even the basket with clothes in and everything. What amazing. Yeah. Cluttered shed with a bottle and a, yeah, and around this side, has there been any changes, or is this as was with the little tiny fields and such like, with plenty of people walking around? Yeah, now on the Risoux Forest, the original one, this area here had a visitor centre, and yeah, it was quite intriguing actually. But again, this is probably subject to change. So what you see, it's completely different now. I do like that JMGaming has actually changed this. So you've got some sell points. That is definitely start this building the same. As I said, this is still sort of technically a beta, really. But this is the one that is going to go in to Giants for testing. Yeah, because it's very stable. I've not seen anything wrong. I wandered around. There were frame rate issues, there were too many trees, and I spoke to JMGaming and he's like tweet things. I did some testing this morning and I had no frame rates drops or any weird slowdowns or anything at all, and I drove pretty much across the entire map. So yeah, sawmill. Let's visit. Yeah, the only thing that I found a little bit odd, because this overhangs a little, was this here, but this is the pallet spawn point, so I don't really suppose that matters. Now, yeah, JMGaming has been busy. We saw the ward, but I don't know that build. Oh, it may have been. This may have been what JMGaming's done, and you may recognise this. It's on many maps in certain, yeah, slightly different, because he does tend to go for his unique buildings, similar to everyone else, but like, yeah, his own touch usually, and usually unique buildings, I've got to be honest. Yeah, they're not usually just like straight out of a Giants map, the same as Giants do and all that type of stuff. Yeah, yeah, this is where you sell your wood. No, I said that I thought it should have been a little larger for dropping your wood, but as long as you straddle that, it's really not the end of the... You can still sell your wood, and yeah, so it is quite amazing. Now, was it one more place? No, we've been there. Yeah, we did. So this is probably going to be developed far more than it actually is at present. This is an interesting place that I saw. Yeah, very, very interesting. Yeah, I went up to the top as I was wandering around. It's like a rock thing up there that you like look down. I've got to be honest, the terrain here is tremendously hilly. I mean, like, I was sorry, I apologise. Oh, is it not letting me through, or is it just, no, it is. Yeah, it's just, it was took more to get through than I thought. It was bigger. But yeah, I was literally going in the tractor down here, and it really is very, very severe going down there. I was like having to brake quite severely. So yeah, it's interesting. What is that? No, it's just the edge of the map. Yeah, there's lots of little bits where you think you've seen something, and actually it's just where the edge of the map, which all map makers do. It's very intriguing, this one. I like it. The actual, as you would like the forest continuing and mountains in the background, which is probably very reminiscent of the real Risoux Forest in France. Very picturesque place. So this is our playground. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move my placeables in, and we're going to I'm going to bring my farmland file, my hand tools, and my vehicles will come in. So we're not like cheating or anything. We've not got these. And my money, which I think was 267 or something like that. So I should do a screenshot of the money as it was in the last little bit. Which is, no, actually that is true. I haven't taken that from sent that over to my studio PC. Oh, I've got it on this one though, so I can do that. Yeah, the final thing, I got lots and lots of collectibles on my travels across the map. So I thought, well, it's worth doing that. You know, the fact that I am wandering around and spending an hour and a half of my time, it is only right that perhaps I earn a little bit of cash for my efforts. Yeah, no pain, no gain and all that. So yes. Right, so yeah, next thing you're going to see is me bringing in our placeables, changing the money, and then we are going to get on as if this is a normal Let's Play. We just want to like test this map. JMGaming said I could live on this one if I wanted, which is what I did on Vouillet Normandy. When everyone else, I made that as if it was a real, yeah. But again, it's subject to change. I could, of course, put. I was considering this earlier. Oh, do we make this a bit interesting? Do we like make this home and stick some money in and actually put some productions in and make this place? I'd have to buy a bit of farmland and stuff like that, but it would be nice to sort of make this a little bit. Vouillet Normandy, we sort of did that a little bit, and it would be nice to show the map off as to what it's likely to be like when all is finished. So we will have a sleep trigger as well, which is quite interesting. I am going to stay, yeah, I will stay in this because our fields, which are on mine 7 and 8, are just literally behind us. We can just literally go straight down the hill to 8 and do all of that. So it's a very interesting map. I really fell in love with this because it was one of the most unique maps I'd ever seen, really. Yeah, very, very different, but definitely very, very unique. Anyway, I shall stop waffling. Next thing you're going to see is me, and we will tweak the money so that it matches exactly what I had before. I'm going to screenshot that and also put this all together in my next session, so you see the minute of where I was wandering over the map. I did actually record all of my time, and I may release it as a treasure hunt, because we find lots of things, and if people really want to, because it's going to be released anyway, but I'm not doing it just yet. Yeah, but I've got the footage. I'd obviously time-lapse it, and then you could see what field I was near, and like you could follow the trail if you like to get most of the collectibles. I don't know what collectibles I've got. I'm about to delete that, but it was quite a lot. So yeah, right. I'm going to hopefully see you in a few minutes. Right, this is our vehicles. We should have everything we had before. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, I can see most of them actually littered across the place. So yeah, what have we got? As it should have done. I've never known it not to. Yeah, we've got the Amazon site. This was one of my first favourites on FS19. I used to have this quite frequently because it's so big. But then they started to do no till and all that type of stuff. So yeah, let's have a look at, yeah, the Deutz, the Dalbo, the Damcon, the Elmers, the Grimmy, the John Deere, the Crone, the Kuhn, Cramp, the Fernland, Lizard, and the Fergie, the New Holland Genesis, Pitts Trailer, Poitinger, Quick, Rossamash, and My Little Salek adjusted. Yeah, and the 10 wiggle, the big weight, so that's fantastic. Yeah, and you can see the costs, I mean, sorry, the condition of everything. So there's quite a few of those that need repairing, and it also shows the value. I'm only just beginning to like get the gist of this lot really on FS25. It's still new. Now then, what we're going to do is, my money was up to 286. We didn't half do well on those collectibles. Obviously this is a new save because it has to be, because this is like the final revision of that is in for testing, or is going in for testing for Giant. So if we sell that, we don't need to like, yeah, and put hours in, then we can actually do things a little differently. So let's actually put our shed in and hope. So 88,000. So really, we want to put in 98,000. No, because we've not put our shed in yet. No, we did it like that. So it's still a little bit funny about... Oh, we've also got to put the... Yeah, let's go back a little. Let's have a look. So it's still a little bit funny about the land is not owned by you, even though it really... now that's... Yeah, that's not too bad. That's a lot better than it was. It is, actually, yeah. That's the point where it says land is not owned by you. So I think it's too far back. No, it's not that either. There we go. That is the bit we can get to. So there's a bit of a skirt on it that the other one was in, and that was okay, but this one isn't. So let's also get rid of that, because we need to put our big plateable in there, the 150,000 one. So we are going to likely to... Is I put that in a little bit uneven? Not particularly. No, that's not bad. No, let's see if we could actually put the big thing over there and save a bit of room, really. So generator, which will be in this, and we want to stick the biggie that we did before. Still says the land isn't owned by you. Now that is a point, actually. Oh no, that's... Would you really put that in your backyard? Yeah, I suppose, yeah. Do we... Oh no, it is the... Let's stick it back where it used to be. Yeah. Can we stick that... Right, let's move the New Holland. Yeah, it's a little bit in the way. Oh, I'll have stop and go on, won't I? I think no, it's the other one. Game settings. Interactive zone. Show this off now. Game settings. Hard. Yeah, that's all good. Real time. Snow. Periodic ploughing. We'll switch on. Disaster. Dirt. We're going to slow down. We don't want that, and we don't want any of these on either. Surprised at these that being actually on a start from scratch. Yeah, this is the standard setting. So let's actually save the game as a baseline, so that we've now got our placeables all recorded in here. Right, and let's stick that back down where it should be. See if we can actually get the wires to go the other way. Is what I'm hoping. That is a bit odd. So why is it saying that the land is not owned by you? Why have we got to go so far in? That is weird. I suppose, yeah, this I can sort of understand, because this does... Its plate would be bigger. Right, okay, smashing. So now we need to, let's take 29,500 off. Minus 29,500. And then we want to add 286,000. 286,500, I think that was right. Yeah. It was, when we left, it was at 254 or something like that. I earned all of that from running around the map and finding all of those items. I really did well. Now, obviously, as I said, I've moved in here. I have still got the save slots open. As in, I haven't destroyed slot 7, so I can sort of take screenshots of this, which I have. Did I? I think I took a screenshot of the money, and I will circle that and also put that in so you can see the very XML that had the money. And if it is, if it's only 286, I'm sure it was 286. 500, I think that's right. That's just from memory, but it seems to sort of, yeah, really be true. Now, the bad thing is we're back in August. Yeah, so that's one of those few things I have no control over. So really, to get to where we were before, which was in March, now then, we should have our farmland. Yeah, because that's one of the few things. Yeah, so we've got 7 and 8. Well, of course, yeah, we may have crop ready. That's what's weed that's been destroyed. And 7, what have we got in our fields then? We have actually got 8 is ready and 7 is not. So what have we actually got? Oh no, not potatoes. Please, not potatoes. Well, they've been half fertilised. That looks like oats to me. Or it could be corn. I think it's oats. Oh, I don't know. It is oats. Yeah, and it is ready to harvest. So then, it looks like we're starting next session. Yeah, oh, this is going to be a short one, but it was more of I just wanted to get everything, all of the pieces of everything in place, and I'm unsure as to what to do. I wanted to make this a bit special. This is the map where I went well above and beyond and actually built a maze. Amazing, I know. Yeah, and it is true. I've got to be honest, I was really proud of that. It was one of the most creative sort of sessions I've ever done, and it still is on YouTube to this day. So I'm not going to do that again, but I've got to be honest, I'm really proud of that. And we really went above and beyond to sort of make the map shine. So I'm really not sure. I don't want this to just be like a run of the mill. It's a beautiful place, and yeah, all the trees are back. Obviously, we've Komatsu's gone. Oh, now that is one thing. Obviously, this is a brand new game, which means the sales are going to be different. Yeah, this is what we've got in the sales today. You know, I like this. I didn't realise this was a 4 metre. Have we got a... I don't think we bought one, didn't we? Now, we're going to need a plough or a some sort of... I think we're going to go for that. It's a beautiful bit of kit. Good sort of solid... And it's a very good price. It's a good price as it's standard thing, but that is quite amazing. So we have a front loader. 5.1 tons, so fairly sturdy. Do we need that? I've not had this model before, the Kubota. I was very disappointed with the little one on... Now this is the bigger of the two, isn't it? How much is the 42%? Just, yes, it's about 60 odd thousand normally. Do we? I think probably, got to be honest, that is the type of thing that we are going to need to lug stuff around. Our wood trailer obviously is a wood trailer, so yeah, I think we probably will. Now we're also going to need to lease a potato harvester next session, and we could also fertilise that this time too. I'm still debating about the crone. Still debating. Right, let's... Yeah, I think we will need something like that. I think we'll grab both of those. I think it would be... Spare wheel, no. Rim colour, I'm happy as is. Yep. And that likewise, I think we'll have a dedicated. I always think it's better. Obviously, we've got no weights for these at the minute, which is a bit of a shame. Twins. Do we give that extra grip? Go on then, let's go for it. And we have the front loader tool for it. Yeah, I've got to be honest, the quick is ideal. It's the only thing with strap support at the minute, and obviously that can go straight on that dedicated front loader, so we can relieve the Massey of its duties and make it into a normal tractor. Yeah, well, of course it is still back up. So yeah. So one thing we are going to need is I am going to lease it, because the other thing is I'm not sure whether we could do that as a test. Yeah, one thing I'm going to do briefly is see if we can handle, yeah, let's have a look at the horsepower of the Risoux. Just see if it could possibly. 175 watts is a little bit on the low side. Well, it's a test. This I'm not actually going to take my money off for, because this is just a test. This is me asking the shop, would it be possible for us to use this header? So yeah, I'm not like I'm going to take the money out. In fact, no, I'm not. What we're going to do is save the game. I know I've just done it. And we're going to like just quickly lease, but we're not going to keep that. And then next session we'll know the answer to this question. Can this use any other kind of header, or is it literally, it was a bit funny in FS22, it only could have its own header, and there are like 6 meter ones, so I'm wondering, will it cope with a 6 meter? Yeah, will it cope with that, or will it cope with a 7.6? It doesn't come, none of them come with a warning of like how, so we're gonna lease that one. I mean, the other thing, it might not actually fit. Physically, it might not fit. So let's have a go and see, can we make this work? Let's unfold. Now, the Risoux doesn't unfold. It's already unfolded. It's one of those sort of, I think I'm right in saying that. This is one of the most basic. Yeah, it is. It literally just goes. It is that simple. I love the look. I've got to be honest, of all the harvesters, I think this is a real good looking machine to do, even though it's a little bit small. So can this cope with the 7.6 meters? Is it 7.6? So really, with the Risoux, you don't even lower, or you didn't. I can't really say that yet. It's just press on, and you do have to lower. Now, if, as a rule of thumb, if you lower, it's actually not dragging on the ground. That would work. That is good enough. Yeah, and it's not dragging. The only bad thing about certain headers and certain fittings is they used to sometimes drag on the floor for certain models. So actually, we're actually going to let that stand, because we can see that that is going to work. So next session, we're going to use that, and we're going to get that field of oats. Testing wise, there is one other thing I'd like to do. Now, I don't think we own very much of the land around our fields. A little bit around the edge on both, but it is a little bit. So we've not got much leeway to actually do much about it. And our little bit of plot of land, if we look at that, yeah, it's just literally that there. And obviously we sold our 62, and originally on the first map we owned 9, and that's now been changed by JMGaming. You'll get 60 and 62, but it is, all things are subject to change. So it is possible then for us to, let's just go down to field 8. I'd like to test. Now, yeah, it will tell us if we can't do it, so yeah, it's true, it's not going to like. Yeah, I would say the corner bits where you can see that. JMGaming, I love the way that he does this. He's showing you exactly the border of your field and where there is room for placeables and things like that. So that little set of bushes, we could actually make a road, and that leads from the back of our place straight down here. So let's have a look. There's one placeable I'm really wanting to have a look at. So we've saved the game. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't. We have saved the game, but what I'd like to do is look at MA7 Studios. Here we are. It's this one here, the Flower Crusher. No, it's no, is that one? Ah, there's a bit of a problem with the land is not owned by you. Yeah, because we can see that it is, but it's not letting us do it properly. So there is a little bit of a fault on this. I shall point this out to JMGaming. Ah, so bits of it do still let us do it though. So some of it is quite right and some of it isn't. Let's just stick the zone markers on. Yeah, I'm wanting to see this, whether this would be a viable business. Because so far, I mean, MA7 Studios did some cracking work. One of my favourite maps was Pelenier, done by MA7 Studios. They've done quite a lot of stuff already, actually. So we want to stick zone markers on for a minute. And let's stick that Flower Crusher down, even as a test, even if that's all we do just for now. I can't see, is it? No, it is that. Yeah, you can tell by the thing on the roof that is about. Do we do it like? No. Ah, it's a little bit strange, isn't it? Let's have a look. How much? What are the cycles like on this, and would it make a viable business? Oh, so it makes. The mineral feed was the one I was intrigued about, and also the cycles. So cycles per month, 15 sorghum produces 13. The cycles are 120, which is 15. That's more like it. It is. I'm well chuffed with this. So this beats the basic one that you get. Lost sorghum was always a good one. Wheat was. Now that's better than it was in FS25. The rice flour. Now this is sort of staying in harmony with what Giants did, as in the 9 produces more, and the long grain, yeah, a little bit of loss. So yeah, MSM Studios has not actually gone. Now, yeah, oats was the soup one that you used to gain from in FS25, but it seems to have been like lost a little bit of love in this. So barley flour, it's quite heavy loss. Mineral feed. Now that would be a cracking business. 250 cycles. So actually barley would be something that we really want to do, because at the minute there's nothing you can really do that really is a good little earner. So that would be a cracker. How much are you likely to get from mineral feeds if we look at the prices? So I've got an inkling that we're going to do something quite unique. So we are looking for mineral L. Okay. We can buy it, so why can we not? There are different sections. Well, mineral feed has got to be added, so I wonder if this is unable to add this. Can you buy mineral feed? Because yeah, the other thing is, even on FS22 there were certain things that never showed up in this. One was pig food. Yeah, it never showed up. I don't know if it does now in this. It never did in, but you could still sell it. Yeah, you could sell it anywhere and things like that. So that is a good earner. Seeds. So then let's have a look. Can you buy it from the shop? Yeah, I'm not sure whether it's. I would imagine it's under feeds, isn't it? Animal feeds, really? I would have thought. Mineral feed, 1,000, 1,050. So even if the price was that, 1,000 for 1,050, and you produce, let's have a look at that recipe again. 3 barley produces... Oh, I didn't quite look at that right, did I? So we need to do barley, corn, and soybeans, and it has a loss of 2 to produce that. Now, corn and barley are both quite a poor crop. Soybeans, on the other hand, is not a poor crop at all. So we'd have to see if this actually is a worker, or whether you'd be better off to actually do soybeans than you would to do that. Now, the cycles on that are quite amazing. 252 times 10 would be 25,000, so that's 12 odd thousand that you could do from that, and you're losing a bit of barley, corn, and soybeans. So the real kicker is the soybeans, which is a really expensive input. Is that going to produce, is there a good profit in this enough if we sell the mineral feed? And we'd have to see if on FS25 you actually could. So that would be rather intriguing to see what we could do. We could sort of do a bit of testing, but I'm going to let that stand. I'd like to sort of try this and test it out. Oh wow, that's actually sat right level on that. It's done quite well. It's quite a big shed really, isn't it? Yeah, so it's just leveled the ground. Yeah, quite a lot. So we shall see. I mean, the other thing is, even if for nothing else, it will make a perfectly good a meal. Yeah, much better than the basic Giants one. So it's not going to be a waste, even if we just make bread or something like that. Then I'm quite happy to. So we're going to keep that. Everything we've done so far is all good, and I'm going to leave it right here. And next session we're going to get on with like getting this done, and also fertilizing. I think we bought some fertilizer, didn't we? But I think we actually used it all. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, let's have a quick look at John Deere. That has got narrows. Yeah, because that's the one that's going to be popping over the... Yeah, that's going to be the one that's doing the... now then, the front box. Nah, it don't really matter. Not for fertilising. Yeah, it's no, it would seem to be very high. Let's just go grab that. And I think, I don't know if we put any in. If not, we'll buy one and get this ready for next session. No, we didn't put any in. So we'll buy 1,000. Yeah, tub of my slightly cheaper fertilizer that yeah, we adjusted, shall we say. So it is €777 for 1,000 litres. So we'll grab one of those and we will get that filled. And next session we'll get the potatoes done. We need to lease the harvester, get the front loader all souped up, ready to become the front loader. We've got our beautiful sort of low loader that we can do everything as well as our other things. So that next session we're going to get all the work done. So we are ready to rock and roll on this map by JMGaming, Risoux Forest. Again, it is, as I keep saying, and I know I'm going on about it, but I'm just trying to sort of say that this is subject to change. The version that you may well get will be different. And also, let me know what you think about sticking a few map-owned productions down on the map, whether you think that's not a bad idea, because sky's the limit. They wouldn't be in my control. I would literally buy them. Could I do it like that, or would I not own them if I buy them? Yeah, I'd have to edit the map, and I'm not going to do that. It's JMGaming's work. So yeah, we could we do? I know we can't really, can we? No. But we could place them, but then we own them, so then it would be unfair. I said that Farmer Cop did something like that once on No Man's Land, built a little city, but obviously it's all owned by him. So you sort of set yourself up for an unfair advantage because it's all owned by you, and you're going to own the world because you've got so many productions and things that all produce cash. So yeah, we're now starting this year, and we're going to like get that field done and the taters next month, and we're going to get some farming done, and we are going to try to make that MA7 Studios. So we are going to need another field. Yeah, we are really. So let's buy another field close by. Or do we split 7 in half? They're all fairly equal fields. We could... Oh, do we buy field 2? Field 4 is actually not... I think that's really... Let's just go visit. I think this is the one that's quite hilly. We have got some fairly tough equipment, though. This one needs lime as well. Oh, I'm ploughing. That's the point. Ours could do the same. Field 6 is not an awful long way away, I suppose. Field 4 is really... It's quite... It's quite a... Oh my god, is that barley? No, I think that's wheat. Field 2... this was barley. Whereas that looks like wheat, again, which could well have been harvested already. It isn't. Yeah, we don't need wheat, but I'm just thinking, it is fairly close to 7. Do we buy that and get that harvested too? I think we'll wait till the back end, yeah, because we cannot, oh no, we can. Barley's a crop we can... Let's have a quick look. Let's get our battle plans in order. Yeah, we can do barley in September. And we are going to need corn. And what else? We are going to need corn. Oh, my mouse has done that thing again. Barley, corn, and soybeans. So yeah, only one soybeans. So that's not really the end of the world. It doesn't have to be a large field of soy, does it? Really, make that actually work. So 15. What about? That's very tiny. What about field 9? It's a stone throw away from us. Oh, it's got sorghum. We could actually make sorghum flour from it. Let's have a look what that says. Weeds growing. 52%. Yeah, it doesn't say what stage they're in, does it? Right, okay. I think we're going to do it. We're going to buy field 9. Yep. So we've got 3 fields, as well as our garden and bits of forest in our garden, which we're going to leave alone. And we've got, 3 fields to harvest now. 1 of sorghum, so fertiliser no %, so we need to fertilise this as well. When is sorghum to be harvested? Any time, really. So next month, so we'll only get 50%. It doesn't say what weeds, does it? That's a bit annoying, because obviously we can't tell, can we, from that what actual level the weeds are at? Yeah, you can't actually. I'd say it's got to be stage. Yeah, it would say medium growth if it was like big. So we have got our weeder. We could run across that with that and see if it'll work. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and get 1 stage of fertilizer done on this. Same on, I think field 8 was completely done, and it doesn't matter anyway because it's ready. Field 7. Oh, hang on a minute. No, it is potatoes. Yeah, it was just this showing the growth. Weeds. Small. So really then, we could run over all of them with the weeder. Oh, so there's a lot of work for us to do next session. Got to run over the weeder, see if the weeder will take these off. We're going to need narrows for the one that runs over these because they are rather large. So yeah, it looks like I think we're going to have to do the Massey too. Let's have a look at, this battle plan, really. Let's have a look at our vehicles. What requirements are there for our big weeder? Which is what? There we go, that one there. Horsepower requirements, ooh, 250 to 450. It's a little bit out of the range of the... Oh, wow. I would presume ours is the 250, so can we stick narrows on one of our big tractors. We're going to need to do it, aren't we? No. Let's have a look. I don't think the Genesis will. I'm not sure that the this will either. Let's have a look. Yeah. I'm not sure. I can't remember if any of these versions will actually. Oh, of course, I've not done my paint bits, have I? Customize. Can you? Oh, you can. Oh, they're nice narrows as well. Yep. Fantastic. So that is going to be our saving grace, because that big beast can do the weeding, and the John. Oh, they're not awful. No, they're not really narrows. Yeah. Right. So yeah. So I think we're ready. We'll see if the weeder can do, and we'll get the fertilising done of the one of the sorghum, the second stage for the potatoes, and we will get the the biggie. We'll take this down to the field edge, and we'll get the Russell mash moving on and cracking on with the it is oats, yeah, the oat harvest. Yeah, so hopefully next session. Oh, it's still got that invisible. It is funny, yeah. It's got a, I did point out to JMGaming. Obviously, there's not a chance to fix that. Yeah, there's a secret invisible collision, basically. Right, okay then, yeah, so I'm going to leave it there. All that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.